Why budgeting fails for most people. Budgeting promises control and financial freedom, but for most people, it doesn't work. Despite careful planning, many find themselves overspending, stressed, and abandoning their budgets altogether. The problem isn't money, it's how we approach it. To understand why traditional budgeting fails, we need to look at human behavior, habits, and practical challenges, and explore smarter ways to manage money that actually stick. Before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Number 1. The illusion of control. At first glance, a budget seems simple. List your income, subtract expenses, and allocate the remainder to savings or debt repayment. But life isn't that predictable. Unexpected expenses, medical bills, car repairs, or a sudden trip can throw a perfectly planned budget off track in an instant. When people fail to follow their budget, they often blame themselves. They feel guilty for overspending and may even give up entirely. The problem isn't necessarily a lack of discipline. It's the illusion that a fixed plan can fully control unpredictable reality. Budgets can make you feel responsible for every financial misstep, creating stress rather than clarity. Number 2. Budgets punish. They don't motivate. Another reason budgeting fails is psychological. Traditional budgets focus on limits. You can only spend $200 on groceries, or no eating out this month. For many, this creates a sense of deprivation. Humans are not wired to thrive on restriction alone. When we feel restricted, our brain craves what we're told we can't have. This is why people often overspend on the things they're restricting. They'll try to stick to their budget for 2 weeks, only to binge spend in a way that wipes out the perceived savings. Instead of motivating us toward financial goals, budgets can create rebellion, guilt, and stress. Number 3. Life is complex. Spending is emotional. Money is deeply tied to emotion. We spend on experiences, comfort, and social connection. A rigid budget ignores these human factors. For instance, if someone allocates $50 per month for entertainment, but a friend invites them to a concert costing $100, the budgeted amount suddenly feels irrelevant. Similarly, big life events, weddings, holidays, home repairs rarely fit neatly into a monthly spreadsheet. When budgets fail to account for the emotional and unpredictable nature of spending, people abandon them. They don't lack responsibility, they lack flexibility. 4. Budgets don't change behavior. They track it. Most people approach budgeting as a tracking tool rather than a behavior-changing tool. They record expenses and tally them at the end of the month, but this retrospective approach does nothing to alter habits that are driving overspending. If you habitually grab a $5 coffee every morning, logging it in a spreadsheet won't make you stop. The act of tracking does not address the underlying habit, impulse, or emotional trigger. This is why even people with the strictest budgets often find themselves living paycheck to paycheck. They're still operating with the same spending patterns. Number 5. The problem of too many categories. Traditional budgets often involve dozens of categories: groceries, transportation, utilities, entertainment, dining out, health, subscriptions, gifts, and more. While detailed, this approach is overwhelming for most people. Managing so many categories requires constant mental effort and vigilance. Missing a single expense can throw the whole system off. This level of precision isn't sustainable for most people in the long run, and it encourages either abandoning the budget entirely or cheating it without reflection. Number 6. Why willpower alone doesn't work. Even when people understand why they overspend and attempt to budget strictly, willpower often fails. Research shows that willpower is a limited resource. Relying on it to resist everyday spending temptations is exhausting and unsustainable. Financial success isn't about fighting your impulses every day. It's about creating systems that make good choices automatic. Budgets place the burden on willpower rather than on behavioral design. This is a key reason why the just stick to your budget advice rarely works in practice. What works instead of traditional budgeting? If rigid budgeting fails, what's the alternative? The good news is that there are strategies that don't rely on guilt, strict categories, or constant willpower. These methods focus on creating behavioral frameworks, automating decisions, and aligning money with priorities. Number 1, pay yourself first. Instead of starting with what you spend, start with what you save. Allocate a percentage of your income immediately to savings or investments before touching anything else. This simple principle flips the budgeting approach. Savings are non-negotiable, and spending is what's left. Automating this process removes the need for willpower. You don't have to debate whether to save this month or skip a purchase. The system does it for you. Number 2, the 80-20 approach. Known as the pay yourself first or simplified budgeting approach, this method divides your income into 2 broad categories. 80% for spending, everything else you need or want, housing, groceries, fun, dining, travel. 20% for saving or investing, retirement accounts, emergency funds, debt repayment. By dramatically reducing the number of categories, it's easier to manage your money without micromanaging every dollar. You still maintain flexibility while ensuring long-term financial growth. Number 3, automate and align with priorities. Modern personal finance emphasizes systems over spreadsheets. Set up automatic transfers for bills, investments, and savings. This ensures that the most important financial behaviors, saving, debt repayment, and essential expenses happen without requiring daily attention. Automation reduces the mental load, minimizes missed payments, and ensures consistency. When money management is designed to happen automatically, you spend energy only on discretionary choices. Number 4, focus on high-impact habits. Instead of tracking every small expense, focus on the habits that truly move the needle in your financial life. High-impact habits include paying down high-interest debt, automating savings and investments, cutting recurring costs you don't use, and reducing unnecessary discretionary spending. These few actions create significant results over time, while obsessing over minor purchases often leads to burnout and frustration. By concentrating on behaviors that make the biggest difference, you simplify money management, reduce stress, and steadily build financial security. Consistency in these key habits drives long-term success far more than micromanaging every dollar. Number 5, build a margin for flexibility. Rigid budgets fail because life is unpredictable, and unexpected expenses are inevitable. Building a margin for flexibility means intentionally setting aside funds for emergencies, spontaneous opportunities, or indulgences without guilt. This could be a fun fund for dining out or a buffer within your monthly spending to handle surprises like car repairs or medical bills. By creating breathing room in your finances, you reduce stress, prevent overspending, and make it easier to stick to long-term goals. Flexibility turns budgeting from a source of restriction into a practical, realistic tool that supports sustainable financial habits. Number 6, embrace the zero-sum mindset. The zero-sum mindset is a simple yet powerful approach. Every dollar of income is assigned a purpose, whether for spending, saving, or investing, so nothing is left idle. Unlike traditional budgets with dozens of categories, zero-sum budgeting focuses on intentional allocation rather than micromanagement. By giving each dollar a job, you ensure that your money works for you and aligns with your priorities. This method reduces waste, prevents overspending, and creates clarity in financial decision-making. With a zero-sum system, you don't guess where your money goes. It has a plan, giving you control without the stress of tracking every minor expense. Number 7, track behavior, not just numbers. Most budgets focus on tracking every dollar spent, but true financial improvement comes from understanding your habits, not just the numbers. Reflect regularly on how and why you spend, which purchases are impulsive, What triggers unnecessary spending? Are your choices aligned with your priorities? By examining patterns instead of obsessing over spreadsheets, you identify behaviors that lead to overspending and can make meaningful adjustments. Small changes in habits, like reducing recurring subscriptions or limiting impulse buys, have a far greater impact on your financial health than meticulously logging every coffee or snack. Behavior drives results, not numbers. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos like this, make sure to like the video and hit subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.